out to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if I never get back, for it's root, root, root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame, for it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if I never get back, for it's root, root, root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame, for it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. Come on, baby, let's do the twist. Come on, baby, let's do the twist. Take me by my little hand and go like this. Come on, baby, let's do the twist. Come on, baby, let's do the twist. Take me by my little hand and go like this. This land is your land, this land is my land. From California to the New York Island, from the redwood forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me. As I was walking that ribbon of highway, I saw above me that endless skyway. I saw below me that golden valley. Hello, everybody. How's it going? Welcome to ukulele lesson number 3. We are going to go ahead and get started here. And today we're going to learn 3 chords. That's what we're going to do. 3 chords in a song. Obviously, it's going to take some more time than that. We're not going to just learn it in this lesson. You're going to have to practice. But that's our goal, is to learn 3 chords and a song. So here we go. Let's go ahead and take a look. So remember that this is ukulele class. So we have our ukuleles, okay? And we need to remember how to hold these from lesson 2, okay? So remember that the ukulele sits against our chest, okay, kind of lower chest. We're going to take our right arm. If I'm right-handed, okay, you'll switch it around if you're left, okay, but I'm right-handed, so we're going to do this like this. Right hand goes over, and I hold the ukulele with my arm. Hand goes on where the neck is on the ukulele, okay. My left hand, my fretting hand, is then going to hold the neck, okay, in the pillowy area, kind of like right between our thumb and our finger, but kind of more on like the ball of the finger a little bit, okay? Gives us a lot of room to move and do different chords or scales or stuff like that, okay? All right. When I let go of this hand, it should still be fine. Remember that when we strum, okay, we're going to take our 2 fingers, we're going to pinch together like that. Not hard. You don't have to pinch hard. Just your fingers are together, okay? We're going to bring it above the strings, okay? And then we're going to just go through the strings like that. Okay, one more time. Above the strings, and let it fall. Up, let it fall. Up, let it fall. Up, let it fall. Okay. If you got that down, then you're caught up, and we're good to get started. All right, so today we are going to learn 3 chords, and I highly recommend that you guys, this will be on YouTube. It'll be there on the playlist. You guys can continue to rewind and rewatch this. I also recommend going out there and finding other people that you like on YouTube that might be teaching the same thing, right? It's always good to hear it from multiple people. But the chords we're going to learn, if you're looking this up, are going to be today our C chord, okay, our G chord, and our F chord. Okay, and those three chords, we're going to learn our first song with those chords. And it's going to take some practice. You're going to have to learn one at a time and then learn to transition between the two. And then you're going to have to then, be able to put all those together. It's going to take a bit. It's going to take this whole week of you practicing between 15 and 20 minutes a day. Remember that, okay? So I'm putting a lot in here because I know we're going to do this weekly and you can rewind. So it's a little bit more than what I would do if we were together in class, okay? But just know, I expect that you're probably that you should be practicing during, the week. And this should be, be a good amount to learn during the week, okay? So that being said, let's look at our tab here, okay? So we're going to look at a chord chart. There we go. And there it is. So this is a chord chart, okay? And this chord chart this chord chart shows where our fingers go, okay, in relation to the ukulele. So let's actually flip to this one right here. There we go. So here's our ukulele, okay? Our fingers are numbered 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, 1 is your pointer finger. 2, okay, is your middle finger. 3 is your ring finger. 4 is your pinky finger. Okay, and then on the strings, we can number those too. The one farthest away from us is 1. 2 is the next one. 3 is the one that's getting closer. 4 is the closest string to you. Okay, and that's how we'll probably do those. They're also, we'll stick with that today, okay? All right, but I think from the chord chart, you can kind of see what we're doing, okay? One thing to look at in the chord chart, okay, is that, if you can see my pointer here, so this shows which finger and what finger you're going to use on what string, okay? So this is string number 1. This is the one that's furthest away from you, okay? And then if you look at these strings, there's no fingers on them because you're not going to put a finger on those strings, okay? But it does have this symbol here. And this little circle just means that the string is going to be open. You're just going to play it. You're going to play it, but you're going to not press anything down on it, okay? So if it had an X here, that means you wouldn't play it, but we're not going to see that today, okay? All right, so that's how to read these little chord charts. So let's see what we're going to do. So it says we're going to use our third finger, okay? Our third finger on the first string. So I'm going to take my third finger, okay? I'm going to put it on the first string on the 3rd fret. So here's fret 1, here's fret 2, and here's fret 3. And that's what I'm going to press down right there. 3rd finger, fret 3, okay? And it will sound like this. Okay? And if I did it properly with my fingers pinched like we were doing, it would sound like this. Okay, so that's G, C, E, and C. Okay. So again, one more time, our third finger, 1, 2, 3 down. Sounds like that. That's our C. Okay, that's chord number 1. Chord number 2 we're going to learn now, okay, is the F. Okay. So the F key, if we take a look, is we have our first string is going to be open. We're not going to touch it. Our second string, we're going to put our first finger, our pointer finger, on the 1st fret. Okay, you can see it up there. It's the 1st fret. Okay, we're going to play the 3rd string open, and the 4th string we're going to play with our 2nd finger on the 2nd fret. Okay. All right. So let's take a look at it on the ukulele here. So again, I'm leaving this string open. First string's open. 2nd string, I'm going to play with my 1st finger, like that. 3rd string open. And the 4th string with my 2nd finger, like that. Okay? And it's going to sound like this. Okay, and that's an F. So now that we've done 2 chords here, let's talk about what the problems that you might have. Okay, one, when you're pressing down on these chords, okay, you might hear this. You hear it's not clean, it's not all ringing out, okay? That's because I'm not pressing hard enough, number one. That could be part of it, okay? 2, it could be because my fingers are touching multiple strings. So if I touch this, like on this finger, so that one's sounding good. The next one doesn't, right? And that's because my finger is accidentally touching that other string. You got to make sure that whatever string you're touching with your fingers, you only touch that one string. So how do you do that? Well, your fingers shouldn't be like sideways like this, okay? They need to curl and touch the strings, okay, at like a 90-degree angle. So your fingers should look actually like this. See how there's like a little, let's see if I can get that. See how there's like a little angle to my fingers? Okay, I'm kind of curling it. Look at that one. We can just look at that one. That's a better image. So we're kind of curling it down like that and hitting the string. You want it kind of a 90-degree angle, okay, right here on this last knuckle, okay? Everybody with me? Okay, so if I curl and hit those 2 strings and press hard enough on those frets, it's going to ring out cleanly, okay? All right, so one more time. That's what it should sound like. So that's our F, okay? So now we have C, we have F, okay? And then this one will be a little bit more difficult, okay? Oops. This one is a G, okay? So the G looks like this. Now we're going to use 3 fingers. The first C was only 1 finger, F was 2 fingers. The G we're going to use 3 fingers, our first 3, okay? Our first 3 fingers. So this one can be a little tricky. We're going to, on the first string, use our 2nd finger on the 2nd fret. Our 2nd string, we're going to use our 3rd finger. Okay. And then on the 3rd string, sorry, my brain went away. On the 3rd string, we're going to use our 1st finger on the 2nd fret. Okay. And you can see that little chart there. Let me show you on my fingers. Okay, so I'm going to take my 2nd finger. I'm going to put it down there on the 1st string, 2nd fret. 1, 2. Okay. Then I'm going to bring my 3rd finger over to the next string up. Okay. And I'm going to use my 3rd finger on the 3rd fret. So I got 2nd fret, then 3rd fret. Okay. Then I'm going to bring around, so you can see my hand's going to have to curl in. Okay. Which actually, I think we talked about this, but not today. My thumb should be on the back of the ukulele, kind of like that. Okay, you don't really want to like have your hand curled around it, okay? It'll make it much more difficult to make these chords. You really kind of want to put your thumb and rest it on the back of the neck, okay? Almost like you're playing a recorder. You want to have that thumb on the back hole, right? Think of there being a hole on the back of this. So, 2nd fret, okay? 2nd fret, 2nd finger. 3rd fret, 3rd finger, okay, for the 2nd string. Then the next string up, I'm going to bring around that 1st finger and do the 2nd fret again, okay? And it's going to sound like this. Okay? So, now we have our chords. Our chords are C, F, and G. Okay? So, what I recommend, really recommend, is going back and looking at these pieces of the video and practicing just those chords. So how would you practice this before we get to our song, right? Well, what I would do is I would play the note, like C, make sure it sounds good. Okay, cool. Take your hands off, bring it back. Play the same thing. Take your hands off, bring it back. Again. And what you're doing is trying to develop a muscle memory, making sure that you are, when you just want to play that note, want to play that chord, you're just going to be able to play it, okay? Once you got one down, try a second one. Okay, now I'm going to do the F. So hands 1 and 2. Got it. Hands off, 1 and 2. Hands off, 1 and 2. And when you've got it, okay, and you can just do this, try switching back and forth between the two. So C, F, C, C, F. So now I'm just switching back and forth, okay? And you're practicing that. And you may have to go really slow at first. You may be like this. That's okay, all right? You're going to get better as you practice. You know, give it 2 days or so of practice. With that 20 minutes of practice, you'll probably be able to do this, okay? Then put in the third one. And just practice switching between them. I used to watch TV a lot while I was practicing and just practice doing exactly what I'm doing right now and just watching TV. Really helps to, you know, give me lots of practice time, and, you know, really you're just trying to get muscle memory in your hands. Okay, so what about our first song? Well, our first song, I think we should start out where we always start out, with the ABCs, okay? So ABCs is just C, F, and G, okay? And it goes like this. C, 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 F, F, C. F, F, C, C, G, 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 C. C, C, F, C, C, G. C, C, F, C, C, G. C, 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 F, F, C. F, F, C, C, G, G, C. And I picked this one because it's one we all know, and you can hear when you're playing it wrong, right? So it should sound, if we do it correctly, again, on a chicken wing, okay? Fingers ready, okay? One, all downstrokes, no down up, okay? Just all downstrokes. We're gonna go A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now I know my ABCs. Next time, won't you sing with me? And that's our song. Boys and girls, we are done for today's lesson. So those 3 chords, again, just continue to practice them. I'm putting a lot into one lesson, okay? I was going to do a scale too, like I did with guitar, but, you know, I was rethinking it. I was thinking maybe that was a little too much because I did the same thing with guitar, three chords, and I think 3 chords is a lot. So we're going to go ahead and stop there, okay? Practice. 15 to 20 minutes a day. And if you do that, I promise you're going to pick this up, okay? Feel free to rewind the video and keep going back through this, okay? Go back and check out how you play these chords. Go check out other videos on YouTube of some people showing you how to play these chords. Just look up how to play G chord on ukulele. There's tons of videos, and maybe someone will explain it better for, you know, for your learning style. Those 3 chords, get your ABCs. And I will see you in the next video ukulele lesson number 4, next Wednesday, okay? I will see you guys. Hope you have fun playing ukulele. Bye.
This land was made for you and me. This land is yours.